Being the first Emirati film director, it really means nothing if I don't deliver, period. I must deliver films that have on par excellence, that are pushing boundaries in the sense that, topics that would lead to some sort of debate, because it's very healthy to have conversations on topics that are socially, that people get triggered about.
شيالة فيني.
My name is Nayla Al Khaja. I'm the UAE's first female film director. And I have recently, with my crew, we have launched the first Emirati film by a female director that has regional-wide release in 7 countries, including Cairo, for the first time in history ever. So I'm super excited about it. It's a psychological drama. Although I know some people have labeled it as horror, it's not that scary, but it definitely puts you on this very terrifying journey where a mother will work extremely hard to save her son against all adversities.
مليون مرة قلت لك يا مريم لازم نوديها عند المطوع.
الناس يوم تمرض تصير المستشفى مو بعند مطاوعة.
It will open room for conversation. Mental health is not to be taken lightly. A lot of my films tackle mental health, and this is probably the biggest one to date. And I know that a lot of people walked out of the cinema. They were in full mode for debate and conversation, which is great, because if cinema can move you that way, it will open dialogue, because I think I saw a lot of things as a child that I shouldn't have, and that affected the way my brain works. And right now I'm really attracted to that genre because I could do so much with that genre, building atmosphere, painting with light. It gives me a really great space to express my voice and also be the artist that I want to be. I'm very, very proud and inspired to take stories of my people and have them seen worldwide, instead of us always importing stories from the West. My background is painting all on canvas, and I've done that for years. So when I'm making a film, I usually sketch it first. For instance, with this film 3 that's running in the cinemas, I started with a very white palette, very bright palette, and that palette became like a funnel. So I sketched a funnel and it went closer, closer, closer till it got into a place where it's back in the root of the problem. So it goes from very wide to very tight, and I use lenses that express that. I use a color palette that express that. It took me 22+ years to realize my dream. The idea that film is a glamorous space is nothing but short of a myth. It's 5% glamour, 95% hustle, graft, hard work, literally knocking it till your knuckles are bleeding. 63 meetings, all rejections. Only 3 people said yes to me. Raising funds and getting support has been absolutely devastating because cinema is not a priority. That's the ugly truth. Not because my topics are controversial or they might raise questions, not at all. Because cinema is simply not a priority. The minute that becomes a priority, it will change things. And I think what would make it a priority is if it starts making money. So we need to find out how this can become an industry that's sustainable, that's economically viable, where it excites then investors to come and join forces with filmmakers like myself to think, okay, how can we create an industry that is also fiscal and creative? So when I talk about cultural films, however, I have to say, it is important and it should be a mandate that we have a film grant, proper film grant with a proper budget for films that are very culturally induced, because we need those films to go out in different film festivals. In the end, we are a window to the world and we are ambassadors to our country. So there's nothing better than having your stories move in every phone, every theater, every screen in the world. There's an incredible amount of power in that if we're able to break stereotypes and definitely break the glass ceiling.